Hey folks, welcome back to MusicalConman plays Slay the Spire. This is a Defect Ascension 20 only channel, apparently, because we're playing it until we beat the heart, which is forever. Card upgrade, potions, boss relic, swap. Let's see what kind of act we got going. Potions are good if we need early elites, so we're going to fight an elite soon no matter what we do. So this isn't a good time for boss relic swap, I don't think. Because boss relic could make you strong or weak, and this is not a good act to be weak. We are going to have hallway fights first. We could have a campfire first if we do the super. So 3 random potions does help us really blast through an elite. We could take 3 random potions and try to go this way with the hard hallway fight and the 2 elites. Or you could just upgrade a card or transform 2. I'm going to go 3 random potions. So Cultist Potion and Blessing of the Forge. Don't have room to hold that. And I think that's good enough to go for the aggressive path. Use Cultist Potion on the most difficult elite. We can use Blessing of the Forge on a hallway fight along the way, because we'll probably get another potion from one of these fights. So far, so easy. That's not a good enough potion to replace it. Go for the Eyes is decent. It does damage, it gives weak. Like, look at that. It blocks 2 damage. I should have played a strike first. Slow down, Musical Conrad. Yes, my name is Musical Conrad now. The channel is undergoing a deep rebranding effort. Do that, and we kill. Ancient Potion. Oh man. Ancient Potion is good against Gremlin Mob. Ball Lightning is like one of the best cards we could add to our deck right now. Echo Form is one of the best cards we could add to our deck later, but if we're going to go to fight 2 elites, and with the potential of 3, we gotta take the Ball Lightning. I'm so sorry, Echo Form. This might be a good upgrade, frankly. Block for 16, do that. So that got us 6 block and 9 extra damage because we got to play a strike. Now we can do that. And just kill it. Wouldn't say no to another potion here. Streamline is just a big attack. I think shame to say we gotta take that right now. Hard hallway fight. Oof. Well, we got more chances for potions. So we Ball Lightning. If we dual cast and strike, that's 16, 22, and another 6 for 28, so not quite. 18, 9 this turn, 9 next turn. We can almost certainly kill if we just block here. Alright, we go for the Eyes, strike, and streamline. We could hologram for the streamline, but we could cool-headed for the Frost Orb, and I think that's more important. Alright, another chance for a potion before the boss. We could Ball Lightning, Zap, and cool-headed, but we might want to play a Defend if we drew it. Or just play a streamline. It blocks and it takes one of them out. Alright, we're now weak. We're being attacked for 18. So we'll just block what we can. We'll lower the health of the one with strength, and we'll take 6. We have not been taking a lot of damage considering all the hallway fights we're going to. Kill one of these for me. Not really the one I was exactly thinking of, but hey, gonna get through the fight taking no more damage either way. Streamline it. And another Ball Lightning seems pretty good here. So we've just got damage for elites. Don't think we need the Cultist Potion here. Play a Streamline or Ball Lightning, defend. We always do this, right? The question is, do we do this or just block? If we Streamline, how often can we kill that next turn? It'd be at 17 health. So if we did like ball, lightning, strike, strike, that does it. Or if we got some help from lightning orbs. I think this is worth taking 10 to try and block 10 next turn. So if we get two decent attacks, yeah, that'll do it. Okay. So we're gonna do that. Strike. Strike. Take another 8, but we've gotten through the hardest part of the fight. 2 left. Alright, which one are we trying to kill? We're not killing next turn, but we could kill this in 3 turns. Do we want to deal 8 damage randomly or 6 damage on purpose? I think 8 randomly is worth it, because then it gets this in front to evoke later. Alright, so this is where the fight starts getting tricky, and this is why we just try and murder one of them as quickly as possible. Because having 3 of them means when it gets like that, you're just doomed. Alright, we could defend, and then we don't have to get rid of that. We could also just zap, and then just focus on damage. And try and kill this next turn. Little bold, but paid off. Okay. Scary fight. Gremlin Horn is nice. Blessing of the Forge. Storm would be good if we had any other powers. Hate to be taking a beam cell for another 0 cost, but we've got some decent attacks. Alright, this is probably... So this next one is either Lagavulin or Gremlin Knob, so we're probably using a Cultist Potion. How often do we survive against those without healing? Lagavulin attacks us once, and we don't die. Gremlin Knob, it doesn't kill us on turn 1. It doesn't kill us on turn 2, but it almost certainly kills us on turn 3 unless it's weak, or you get some really impressive block. I think this is just a wise healing opportunity, even if we're using a potion here. We could do a Cultist Potion, but I think I'm going to do a Blessing of the Forge instead. We could do it on defensive cards later. But an upgraded Streamline, an upgraded Go for the Eyes, and an upgraded Ball Lightning seem like they'll do a lot for us. So let's just get this party started in here. Let's get it started in Ha. Okay. So ideally it attacks us twice and then it's just dead. Strikes deal more than zaps at this point. Take another 13 and hopefully that's our last damage. Beam Cell helps. Alright, unfortunate to draw such a defensive hand, but if we get Streamlined next turn, we're set. We got it. Anchor, awesome card, and a Capacitor. We got only front-loaded stuff, so I'm happy to add some scaling. Ink Bottle is a nice relic. Whenever you play 10, draw 1. And we could lose some max HP, but we could also go to a thing here and remove a curse. Would we spend 75 gold for 7 max HP right now? Or do we want to buy a relic and remove a strike? I think I actually don't value our max HP super highly right now, but we probably do have to heal here. Would love to upgrade, but we just don't have a ton of health. Alright. I would not spend 111 gold for 5 max HP. So there's a Clockwork Souvenir. Apotheosis is a little weird. Shuriken we cannot afford. I like a Compile Driver. We could do Compile Driver and Clockwork Souvenir. I think that's decent. Clockwork Souvenir is just... It's hard to appreciate it until you really are glad to have it. We can kill one of these. And that deals with our block issue, plus it draws us a card, and then we can do this. And yeah, Anchor and Gremlin Horn are doing a lot in this fight. It really helps that these two are not super aggressive. Okay, get another Gremlin Horn. Just get one of those out of the way. That dies to a Lightning Orb probably. Wow, or not. Well, that makes this very hard to deal with. Unless we get Beam Cell Streamline. Alright. Glacier. Yes. A lot of these card choices so far have just been one card that's quite good early on, and two cards that are quite bad at every point. So Capacitor, Ball Lightning, Compile Driver. Let's Compile Driver first in case we draw something we care about. Remove an artifact charge. Okay. Get some orb slots. Remove an artifact charge. So we got 2 lightning, we got a bunch of empty orb slots. Give me a glacier. Not quite. We'll block what we can, get another lightning orb. So we are getting hit a lot here. But we got some good stuff set up. We could Glacier. I would love to Streamline and kill that. But if we Glacier, we probably kill it, or we could kill it with an Evoke. Alright, we did, which means we get an extra card draw. Which means we play another Zap or another Strike. Honestly, which one we want to kill is pretty random at this point. And three Frost Orbs is enough, so let's just get another Lightning Orb going, get a 8 random damage happening. Okay, good turn. 22 exactly, and that draws us another Daze, which we just love, because at least now we don't draw it later. Alright, here's the real meat. Ball Lightning and Ball Lightning. And we leave with our thing at 8. Pretty good elite fight overall. Barrage with Capacitor and a Ritual Occultist Potion. I'm into it. We could bottle a Capacitor and have it turn 1 every fight. I don't think we want that. We are still going to upgrade it here. I don't know. With an Anchor, maybe there's some cause to take Capacitor turn 1. It does give some consistency, and maybe I should have thought about it a little longer, but I just didn't want to mess too much with stuff like that. I thought about doing a dual cast to leave it at almost splitting point, but felt like this would be okay. Streamline Strike does it. Just Streamline and a Lightning Orb does it too, though. Ball Lightning Strike also does it and gives us another Lightning Orb, but the cost reduction on this might be worth more. Okay, this block deals a little damage to us, but blocks a little, does a little to them. We're always doing that, right? Blocks 3, deals 4 to us, deals 3 to it. It's basically 1 damage in exchange for 3 damage. Capacitor Glacier seems like the ideal. We take 3, but like, that's the stuff we want to play. So 9. So we could split it here if we want to. Or you could take 9. Let's split it. I feel okay going back into defense form with 3 Frost Orbs. Especially... yeah, this is fine. Let's put a Frost Orb in front. Maybe we should have... You know what? We should have done dual cast and then zap. That deals extra damage. Compile Driver could draw us a Glacier. And we never die for playing it. We could defend and Compile Driver. Or we could just defend and take 5 and not play anything. What's our draw pile? 3 defends, 1 Cool-Headed, 1 Glacier, so there's 5 cards that really help us. Dual cast also. So 6 cards we could draw, and we're drawing 2 out of 14. So good odds to draw something that helps. Go for the Eyes is neutral, and this deals extra damage. We don't die either way. Alright, that's unfortunate, but even the zap blocks. Drawing the Glacier might have been an issue though. But we got a Beam Cell into a big barrage if we want it. So it'd be 6 times 6 is 36. Then we could deal another, bring that to 46, 55. Yeah, we're splitting this turn. So this is 12. So if we do that and just get another Frost Orb, this makes us a little safer in the next phase, because we still gotta survive here, right? Alright, we're good. 15 damage, and it's real close to death. We just have to draw anything this turn. Anything at all. This is neutral, and that's a kill. We did use our ink bottle. Rainbow fills orb slots. We do have a capacitor plus. Creative AI... It's a little risky right now because we don't have any like strong defense to support us playing the creative AI. If we get a lot of Frost Orbs and Capacitor, but we need something extra, I could see it being good. Alright, extra energy but we can't rest, extra energy but we die, or elite hunting. Creative AI is not an elite hunting kind of choice, I don't think. But not resting is also very dangerous. But the extra energy is very important, whereas this is just very dangerous and we don't get the benefit for a while. So we'll give it a shot. Lots of events and we can go anywhere from here. Shout out to Anchor. This turn would be kind of bad otherwise. And we're going to block its debuff. So we are not frail. This is nice. I would love a defragment at this point. I used them all up last run. Could be a decent creative AI, or we could just strike and ball lightning. But I think we need something more. That is a shame. Now we're frail. But it might be too late. Alright, I'd like to play an Echo Form, but we could also block for 6 and only take 2. And do this, which seems nice. And then we can get a Glacier here, and then we're in pretty good shape. Now we block for a lot. We block for 10 for free every turn, and we can just kind of take it easy and have the creative AI carry us. And we block for even more every turn. And it's weak and vulnerable. And now we block for even more every turn. Well, actually the same amount because the storm gave us a lightning. But now we got a defrag. So now we're just kind of going to win automatically. So let's try and do it playing 4 more cards. Sorry, 3 more. So if we do this. Alright. And then we will kill it next turn so we can play any 1 more card. There it is. Ink bottle at 9. Sweeping beam? We don't have any AoE damage, we don't have a lot of card draw, and it's upgraded. Let's go to some events. Lots of money and a regret into a shop, or 3 question marks. I think this is pretty good here. We gotta remove the regret. There isn't really anything we want to duplicate. Like, we could buy another capacitor plus for 158. And with this much money, that might be decent to do. But it's kind of a shame. Cold Snap for 1 more Frost Orb. With all these capacitors, we are trying to fill those up. And a charge battery for front-loaded block. It's just a Glacier right now. Charge battery also helps us play things like creative AI. Alright, it's the birds. Sweeping beam, good. Knocking one of these down blocks 6, or we could just defend, and block everything. But I'm totally fine taking 2 here. So let's work on the weakest one. Then this knocks that down. We take 2, but we've got an extra lightning orb, and that one's knocked down. This is a hard fight to just fully defend. Alright, capacitor, glacier seems clutch. Then we're taking 11, and we can kill this. I don't really want to draw cards here. Oh wait, I'm going to. Because Gremlin Horn, right. We're not going to beat this fight by only playing 1 more card, are we? If we played Ball Lightning and we dealt all the damage exactly here, it could work, but we have 5 energy. If we play this, the fight ends, and we don't get to play a card next turn, and ideally we could play a couple defends here. Yeah, cool-headed. That, get that up to 8 again. And now we end the fight. More colorless potions that we don't need, a defrag that we most certainly do. Maybe I'm playing too fast, but a lot of these choices just seem easy. Also, maybe both. Just 52 health one, get started on that with a beam cell and 3 attacks. We could do a really big flex potion here that I think actually helps quite a lot. Right, we have the artifact charge, so that's 5 strength permanently. So that's actually probably more valuable than I was having it be just there. But killing one of those quickly seems nice. No creative AI this fight. But now it's only a 2 cultist fight. Bunch of damage with all that strength. I mean, if we just do a streamline and a strike, we get energy and a card. Then we take 3. And the fight seems pretty secure from here. We're not going to beat this fight without playing any more cards, or at least I don't want to take the damage that would require. Alright, should be pretty easy at this point. And that's all the cards we can play. Tempest? Fills up orb slots, question mark? It's kind of just a zap plus, isn't it? Leap or don't? I'm gonna say don't. We have a charge battery, 2 elites, or upgrade and 2 elites. Are we ever going for this super? Well, any of these options, the upgrade is the thing to do, and the defragment seems very good. I would have used a Dolly's Mirror on a defragment plus for sure. Okay, Book of Stabbing. Might be a fight for a Cultist Potion. Good fight for Creative AI. With Creative AI in play on turn 1, do we need the Strength? It might be good in the champ fight. But we have to get to the champ fight. And this fight, like if we get good draws, this fight can be very easy. But it can also be very, very bad. It's looking more good right now. So if we play this defrag, we take a bunch of damage. So do we want to block 4 more? I'm gonna say we want to block what we can, because that's a lot of damage to take. Alright. We can play most of these. I'm fine not playing the machine learning. Do that. Alright, take a little more damage. It's going kind of medium, and here's where it gets rough. Alright, looks like that's it. Very close. It attacked for 35 and we had 34, but it did just get us. Alright, let's dive right into another. Maybe one more. Choose a rare, random common relic, boss relic. And we'd be losing on gold, so we wouldn't go to a shop. So we'd go like this path. We could also just get a common relic. Let's get a rare. Buffer out of these? That does not say 4 fights into a super elite to me. But it's decent in this fight. Maybe not this turn, because we can just do 2 defense. But next time we draw it, it's pretty good. Full block here. Next turn, we could buffer and zap, maybe? Or we could just kill it. Cool-headed? Go for the eyes. Cool-headed. We could do zap buffer. We could do cool-headed buffer. Is there an... If we're doing buffer, we kind of want to deal as much damage as we can. So let's play the zap. Block 2 or deal 6. So this puts it at 25, down to 19, and we have a dual cast next turn. But it is blocking. But there's good odds of killing it next turn. And we can't fully block, so... We would have taken 2 this turn if we tried to fully block that turn. I like an early Sunder. Not enough to take all those fights in a row, but it's good here. And if we do this and it goes here and here, now we gotta do this. Dual cast or strike? I think it's strike. You know what? I'm gonna take a quick recording break here. I've been out a little while, so I'll be right back. And lo, I have returned in what for you was mere instants, but for me was years. I've grown, changed, I have a new name. Can't tell you though. Buffer seems nice here. Probably kill this turn. Yep. In a variety of ways. Grab a sweeping beam, get a little AoE in there. Not quite asunder. If it were upgraded, it would do it, but not quite. So steals 12, 18, and we could block some, or we could just deal 24. We could draw a buffer. I think I want to try and kill this acid slime and then finish this big thing off. This is a hard hallway fight. I'm kind of worried that I need to kill these or that they'll just start getting out of control. Do I block 5 or just try and get the damage rolling? I think I gotta get the damage rolling, because I gotta kill that bird cultist or else I will be in deep. So strike, cool-headed mostly blocks. Strike, defend seems... So this blocks 2 this turn, 2 next turn. The card draw doesn't matter. We could block 5 right now. Zap, defend. Then we can do a buffer soon, because I wouldn't want to draw a buffer right now when I can already block without it. So this thing, its attack is going to get real big, and that's what the buffer is for. Oof. Unfortunate. All attacks. So we could deal 16, 19, another 12 is 31. Okay, so we're going to get hit. We deal 31, or 20, or 30, and keep the orb. Pretty equivalent. Oh, for an upgraded Sunder. Sad turn. Take a cold snap. Could be a rebound, but I think the cold snap is pretty decent. Alright, so you could do this, then into a campfire before an elite, or you could go to 2 elites, but we have no potions. So unfortunately that means we do another hard hallway fight here. But cold snap, defend is pretty decent. We take 1. I hate to use the buffer on this. And I can just do that, take 1 and save the buffer for later. Because this thing does have some big attacks. I could zap dual cast to block a bunch. Could I ever kill it right now? 16? No. Let's just block as much as we can, take another 1. And finish it. Okay, we do get a potion. Static discharge or charge battery? Static discharge does help us against elites. Does it ever help us enough to actually take this elite? Buffer is good against Gremlin Knob and Lagavulin. How are we against sentries? We do a power potion here, then rest, and then take the other elite. A little bold, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Viascog is really good. I wonder if, but if we have a buffer, we can go really aggressive. Because then we'll have 2 copies of buffer. Next turn we just start hitting it, and it can't even hit us for 2 turns. This never deals more than just 24, right? So let's just deal 24. We're not going to block 20 damage these turns, so there's no point in blocking at all, because we have a buffer stack. We could dual cast, but since we don't have all our orb slots full, and we've got 3 turns for free, I think we just do this. So that's 1 buffer. We do 24, or we could deal 6, 12, and evoke one of these for another 8. So we could deal 20 and get a Frost Orb. Or 24 and not get that. I think we just want to deal as much damage as possible, because we're trying to kill it by any means necessary. Oh, that was bad luck. That was I was thinking about not drawing a card because specifically that could happen. But we're still looking pretty good here. Alright, can we kill it this turn? Dual cast and the other things. Yep. 0 damage like Voolen. Add a card to our deck when we rest. A Fission or a Chill? A Fission is kind of nice. Can we upgrade here? Can we beat... It's either Sentries or Gremlin Knob. Buffer does a lot against either of them. Static Discharge does a lot, but if we rest, we add a card and we could upgrade here. We can't survive 2 hits from Gremlin Knob. Sunder upgrade is pretty good. Buffer upgrade is pretty good. I think Sentries go okay. It's a little aggressive here, but I'm going to give it a shot. Okay. Get rid of these, draw 3, or just keep them. We could draw a buffer. Alright, well, I don't know if that was super worth doing. We just got rid of all our orbs and didn't really do anything with it. We could play buffer and zap. So that blocks this turn and next turn. If we don't play buffer, we die next turn. This deals 6. This deals 6 also over the next 2 turns. But it deals 9 over the next 3 turns. And the next 2 turns are free, and I think we have to kill it quickly, or else we're just in big trouble anyway. Okay, Cold Snap helps. Next turn we are still vulnerable. It is still doing big attacks, but you can see here, we don't die to it. It's attacking for 28, and our current health is 29. See? Completely safe. Can we deal 24 damage? Zap, Strike deals 20, and that deals an extra 6. So yes. As you can see, we are completely safe. This is a very easy fight, and we didn't need to rest at all. Shuriken. Play attacks, gain strength. Defragment is a pretty uncontroversial choice in most situations. Rest and go into that elite, or rest and don't go into elites. This has another campfire. I'll take a Smiling Mask. I think the resting is important here. Do we take a Claw just as a 0 cost attack? Real question. We prefer cheap attacks that do something, like draw cards, but we'd also just take a Cold Snap. If we're just going to play a bunch of attacks, it's nice to have ones that block. Okay. If we Cold Snap here, it will wake it up. Let's wait and see if we can play our Buffer Plus. Saw how well that worked for us last time. Alright. Time to wakey wakey. Gonna do this. It lets us gain strength, deals a bunch of damage. And the defrag is nice, but I feel like it's more important if we actually have an orb first. Gain strength, fully block. Into it. Another turn of that. Seems like a pretty sweet deal. I'll just dual cast and zap. Cool-Headed could draw Asunder, which I kind of want to play. So if I just play Sunder now, we are pretty set for the fight. Alternatively, 8, 8. So we can deal 24 and gain strength. So we deal 2 less, but also we gain a strength. And there's the fight. 0 damage Lagavulin once again. Preserved Insect is awesome for elite hunting. I do like a Go for the Eyes with strength gain. Go for the Eyes is kind of like Claw, but if it did something for us. Just take a max HP plus 5 here. Do we want to heal before the boss? I think we can do okay without it with some good upgrades. Static Discharge plus and Go for the Eyes plus seem like really quality upgrades against an enemy with a bunch of multi-attacks. So, alright, spin the wheel. Don't hurt me. A curse. Decay, which will hurt me. Awesome. I really want to defrag. I think a Go for the Eyes does even more here, though. Having extra turns of weak helps a lot, even if it's kind of conditional when we can do it. A Fission Plus also does a lot, though. I think the weak is kind of crucial, though. If we used an attack potion, we could gain a strength this turn. Rip and Tear will be good to have later. Alright, give me a Go for the Eyes next turn. Zap and Fission. Buffer is not great this turn. It only blocks 6. Do we use both potions in this fight? I really wish we had our Static Discharge. If we had our Static Discharge, I would just let it hit us. Do this to block 6. It kind of sucks, but it doesn't get much better than that. And I think we can save the skill potion. We Go for the Eyes. We Sweeping Beam. We gain strength, and we get a Frost Orb. Should have drawn that card first, because we would have totally played a Cold Snap. Okay, we gain another strength. We get a bunch of Lightning Orbs. $27. And take 6, but get 2 lightning. Or 20 and take no damage. So if we dual cast, that does 18. Yeah, we could dual cast Rip and Tear defend. We could also just dual cast and wait, but then dual cast Rip and Tear and not defend, take 6 to get 2 more lightning orbs. I don't think we need to take 4. We'll take 6. Actually, if we block here, we take 1 anyway for Static Discharge, so it's perfect. Like, hold on, wait, 6? I'm totally willing to ignore this burn with my Frost Orb in order to gain another strength. This turn, medium attack, next turn, medium attack, following turn, big attack. So if we just pass turn right now, the first attack deals 3, then it evokes this for 6, and then the second attack deals 3, and we get 4 lightning orbs out of that, so we take 6 damage in order to deal a bunch. I think we do that. Now, we don't have to worry about the big attack next turn. Cold Snap and Defend will accomplish a similar goal. So our health is going to get low here, but we will kill it. Go for the eyes. Regen Potion. Core Surge? Machine Learning can be okay if we're playing a lot of cheap attacks. Would have loved an all for one, frankly. Core Surge is pretty good. Transform and upgrade. No, or energy in boss and elite fights. Given that we have a preserved insect, if we take this, we just go for every elite we can see, right? The transform and upgrade is pretty decent, but I kind of like this. So here's 2 elites, and then 2 more. So 4 elites, or we could go to 2 and get the super. Let's do 4. So 3 fights, shop, hard fight, elite, then we get some question marks finally, or more elites, depending on what we're feeling. I think we can take 2 elites here, as long as we don't lose too much health in the hallway fights, but buffer plus is going to be a big plus. Get the lightning orb buffed. The frost orb isn't super important when we don't need to block for the next couple turns. We do need to prevent that, though. Alright, kind of unfortunate time to get a decay and no other block, but we got it okay. Good time for a skill potion, I think. Just gain 10 block. Well, it's actually 7. This gains us a strength, which I think is pretty worthwhile. So we'll take 11, kind of a bummer, but we block the debuff. We could Sunder, but Static Discharge is good here. Do we want to get hit once or twice? If we do nothing, it hits us for 4, moves this to the front, and then hits us for 7. Let's do this. So now it hits us. The first one misses, and the second one deals 6. We get that in the front. Yeah. Two, 3. Then we're blocked for 11, which is great for Static Discharge. We can go for its eyes, so we should. We could dual cast. If we cold snap, defend, we're fully blocked. Or if we dual cast cold snap, defend, we take 2. Or we just kill it right now. No, we don't. I can't do math. Alright, let's take 2. I don't think we needed to take 2 here, but at least it's dead. Barrage is going to be really good if we're gaining a bunch of strength. I'm into that. Core Surge seems awesome against that. And I like a buffer, so now we don't have to worry about that nasty bad things when you play skills. We can gain a strength and channel a zap without getting a daze in our deck. We're weak, but like, that's not a big issue. Cool-headed will block the decay. Then buffer will block that. 5 damage, or just get this power in play. I don't know that we're likely to use it, but it's good to have. 18, or deal 15 and gain a strength. I like gaining a strength and getting the Frost Orb in play. Use our buffer stack here. 13 times 2, yikes. Maybe I should have used the regen potion here. It is a long fight. Well, we're not killing it this turn, so we'll block whatever we can. Here we're blocked for 5, 8, 11. So the first strike will deal 2 damage, moving this forward and evoking it for 6. So in other words, and if we don't, then it gets evoked on the second hit. So playing defend actually gives us less block here. Alright. Just get a leap. Kind of use a front-loaded block card. The buffer helps a lot. We have that decay for a while, but luckily there's a shop here. Streamline, rebound, or don't is the question. A leap plus I would absolutely take. A regular leap, I'm thinking about it. We just don't have anything to... We have a buffer plus. Let's work with that. This fight is probably going to go a couple turns, so let's start getting our health back. Static Discharge, Defrag, Cold Snap? Or do we want to draw a card and see what we get? I'm okay with these plays. Also could have been Defrag Cool-Headed. Okay. So you can basically turn Zap into another card. (11 plus 24). Gain the strength, block what we can, which is all of it. Buffer seems good here. It's that or get hit a lot. Alright, we can gain some more strength. Let's draw a card. We could dual cast and fully block, but we want those 2 lightning orbs. I'm willing to take 8 to get 2 lightning orbs here. So now we can go for the eyes. Cold Snap. Cold Snap and defend. So then we get hit once. Does some stuff. We can do a big barrage now, and that ought to end the fight. Storm. We don't really have any powers. We don't have a lot of card draw, so no zero cost cards, and Hello World is almost never good. Let's remove a curse. Ooh, membership card. Absolutely. Defrag for 20. The ink bottle was really good, but the card remove is important, and it always costs 50. So we can decay, we can buy another defrag. Scrape would be interesting if we could get some more zero cost cards, but we don't currently have them. Take another barrage or take an orichalcum. Orichalcum is pretty good with stuff like frost orbs. So if we do this, we kill that, we get more energy, but this thing starts attacking for 31, but we have a weak potion, which we will absolutely use here. We play all of our cards. We take 18, which is a lot, but it sets us up pretty well. If we do... Yikes. We're being attacked a bunch here, aren't we? It's actually better to orichalcum than play either of these, so let's draw a card. Go for the Eyes is a big plus. So orichalcum will block for 6. We take 8, but it gives a lot of lightning orbs. Alright. Strike, strike, barrage. Rough health, but we made it through. Get another static discharge? Question mark? We're going into an elite here. Yikes. So if it's Book of Stabbing, we just die. If it is Slavers or Gremlin Knob, or Gremlin Leader, Sunder could help against Gremlin Leader. If it's Slavers, we also... maybe Buffer helps? Ancient Potion helps. Steam Barrier, just for very short-term output. Kind of bad with orichalcum. I think we need to Sunder against 2 of them. It's Book of Stabbing. So we've got 4 energy, which is nice. We also die this turn. No, we don't. We buffer. 24 damage or a focus and 6 damage. Sad to say, I think we need the focus. Buffer? No, wait, we already played buffer. Okay, so we just die. It was a good try. That's how it is against the Book of Stabbing. Oh, scary enemy. Maybe I need to do a little more planning ahead in my runs. I want to hop into another, but I don't want to be rushing through these. I want to take my time, so if I play too much, I'll exhaust my mental capacity. So let's wait, come back later when I'm hungry for that Spire. It'll be a good time. Bye.